and welcome back to Breaking Bread with the Boss, with our guests to provide you with the information to strengthen your mind, body, and soul. I'm your host, Jonathan, and let me just say that this year we have a new theme from the Carpe Diem, which means seize the day. We want you to seize the day because you never know what God has in store for you. Today, though, we'll be focusing on a vital topic: the challenges in African American men's health. We have with us today Dr. FOMUNDAM, an expert on internal medicine and a passionate advocate for minority health.
Jonathan, it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Dr. FOMUNDAM, and I have a very interesting background, lifestyle medicine, preventive medicine, and a lot of other things, including primary care. And I'm very grateful that I have an opportunity to come and have a conversation with African American men on how to stay healthy.
We want to start with talking about something that is very prevalent in the African American community amongst men, and that is heart disease and stroke. Why are these conditions so prevalent among African American men?
I think there are myriad reasons, there are a host of reasons. Part of it is not just African American men, it's actually amongst Americans. Mm-hmm. And then we have a subset of people, the African American men, who have a whole set of other challenges that compounds the problem. So first of all, the American diet has changed significantly from healthy eating to fast food and not very healthy processed foods. And then you have the confounding factor of Black men who have always suffered from structural inequalities in the system that put them at higher risk for heart disease and stroke. So for example, access to healthcare, nutrition, stress, weight gain, and so many other things that affect Black men disproportionately compared to other men in America.
Dr. FOMUNDAM, cancer is a major concern amongst this demographic. What types of cancer are most prevalent amongst African American men?
So I always go back to the fact that cancer is becoming more prevalent amongst Americans in general. And I always want to say that because African American men are a subset of American people. And unfortunately, they have some, again, inequalities that always exacerbate their own disease issues. And so the most common cancers amongst men now is lung cancer, prostate cancer, and of course, colorectal cancer.
Thank you very much. I know a little about that. In 2014, I lost my father to pancreatic cancer. And years before that, he had battled with prostate cancer. So I know firsthand, and so many other people that I've talked to have lost loved ones, who have lost parents to those diseases. Another challenge that we have is asthma. Seems like we have a lot of problems with the respiratory system. And the problem seems to be that we don't find out until it's in the later stages of the disease. Can you speak to that for us?
So you're absolutely right. There's a significantly higher incidence of asthma amongst Black people. And again, unfortunately, part of it is tied to the structural racism in our system. And I speak not to bash any group of people, but because it is the reality that Black people face in America, African Americans, because of the structural racism they experience, the air quality, poor access to healthcare, poor, even when they do access healthcare, poor services. And so they're finding more and more the children that grow up in neighborhoods with poor air quality, lots of contamination, they tend to have increased risk for asthma and other respiratory diseases. So this is not a surprising find. And it now projects to the fact that even when they do have these diseases, some of them don't have access to healthcare. And when they do, they may not be able to afford the medications, and they may not always get the best quality of care that they need.
Thank you very much, Dr. FOMUNDAM, for that information. I'm sure many will find that helpful. However, we have to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a few moments.